Hey guys, it's Dawn from New Dawn Coaching and Training. Today I want to teach you how to do the perfect push-up. It's the first in a series of how-tos. Today is all about push-ups. The most common thing I hear from beginners is, I've never been able to do a push-up. And you know what? I always say there's ways that you can do it. It's so cool to watch people start out where they can't and they gradually get stronger. The key is learning how to start properly, and there's ways that you can progress it. So usually we start with a very easy version. We work with that person's at where you're at, and we teach you ways to gradually progress it. If you keep doing it, the simple fact is you're just going to get stronger. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started with that, learning how to do that. But first of all, make sure if you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe real quick. And also I would love for you to click a like on this video. If there's anything else you would like to see in an upcoming video, please leave me a comment and let me know what you'd like me to do for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So in the beginning, there's always a couple different ways to get started with a true beginner push-up. Let's start you on the floor, first of all, on your knees. So we're going to come down on those knees. Your hands are wider than your shoulders, but those hands are still under the shoulders. We're going to hold the abs in and we're going to keep the butt in line with the rest of the body. So you just take it down and up. Now if you're just beginning, you might not be able to go very low at all, and that's fine. But as you get a little stronger here, we're trying to drop those upper arms down parallel to the floor. We always hold the stomach in, and notice my back is staying pretty straight. So that's option one for a beginner. Option two would be on your big ball if you have one of these. So what we're going to do is lay down on our stomach. We'll be on our hands and our toes. And I have people just kind of walk it out to the thighs here. Just the thighs. Now it's important that you keep your legs close together, otherwise you will have a hard time staying on the ball. So we're just going to go down up. Now if you're just beginning, which I'm sure some of you are, you're going down just a little bit, what you should feel is a stretch across your chest when you come down. And those are the muscles you're going to use on the way back up. Now another thing, if you start to get stronger, go down lower. And then I'd like you to walk it back nice and graceful, landing on those toes. So that's how you can start those out. Now as you get stronger, what we're going to do to progress that is come up on the toes. Let's give that a shot. So hands would still go a little bit wider. I think I'm going to move back a little bit here so you can see me better. Up on the toes, we would just start out going real shallow, just little ones, because what you're looking to do here is develop your core strength. It's going to be hard to keep your abs in and your back straight when you start with this version. Hands are still wider than the shoulders. Let me show you a common mistake people make. They go way out here and they try to do it, and guess what? It's all shoulders, it's not your chest then. Another common mistake is people just have their elbows going back like that, and that means it's all arms. What I want you to do is take those elbows out to the sides like that. All right? Again, as you get stronger, you'll be able to go deeper. Let me show you on the ball how we can make that a little harder. You still start out on your toes, walk out to your thighs, but this time instead of just stopping at the thighs, we're going to go more towards your knees. So the further out we go, the harder the work's going to be. So down we go and up. Now, abs are still in, back is still straight. Walking it back. And then a third way to advance that and make it a little more intermediate is to elevate your hands. If we have your hands up, the push-up on the toes gets a little bit easier. So I've got a step bench with me today. Hands still wider than my shoulders. I'm on my toes, down up. So I'm still following those elbows going out to the sides, not behind me. Straight back, abs in. As you get stronger, you're going lower, okay? So if you don't have a step bench, maybe your stair, coffee table, something will just elevate your hands a little bit. So the third way to bump it up is to just go deeper. Like we said on those regular push-ups, you're going low. Instead of putting your hands up on the surface, you're putting your toes up on the surface. So when we elevate your feet, it gets a lot harder. Still have your hands in the right position. We go down and up. Back straight, stomach in. Now when you're moving on to those harder levels, you're not going to go quite as low. Over the weeks, as you get stronger, you'll start going lower and lower. Finally on the ball to make it nice and hard. One more way to advance it is on the ball, but we're going to walk it way out. So you're starting your stomach again, walking it out. Just keep on cruising. I usually tell my advanced clients we're going out to those shoelaces. So nice straight back, down and up, still watching the back, not letting it sag down, not letting those abs hang out, all the way down if you can, and then you're gonna walk it back, hopefully gracefully and not roll off the ball. It does happen from time to time, so be patient with yourself. Now, if you're good at push-ups and you're like, I need some variety, let me show you some options. What we could do when we do our push-up is bring one leg up at a time. We could also move that leg out to the side like that. Notice I'm only tapping my toes when I come back to middle. So there's one option. Whenever you lift up one leg, it gets a little bit harder. Let me show you another thing. I call them pulse counts here. What we do is one regular push-up, and then we get down and we pulse one time. We come up. I get down and pulse 2 times. I come up, guess what? 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So what you do, you just keep adding on numbers and you see what number you can work up to. I like to really do those on the ball. Those will really challenge your core. You also want to remember the basics whenever you do any type of push-up. I kept saying hold your abs in, super important, holding the belly button area in. Also keeping your back straight, not letting it swoop down. Keeping your butt down. I know a lot of people when they're just starting out with push-ups, they want a different part of their body, which is your hips, which is pretty strong, to help out, so their butt goes up in the air. I always want your butt to be in line with the rest of your body. That is the most perfect way to do a push-up. Finally, elbows go out. Make sure those go out nice and wide. We talked about not letting the elbows go back behind. That, if we have our elbows out wide, we're using our chest, and that's really what we want to do. So remember those pointers. Be patient with yourself. Keep working at these push-ups. You're just going to get stronger. It's just a matter of fact and science. The more you do it, the stronger you're going to be. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see you again real soon.